What do you make of the Bernard Looney situation? It's a stellar career which has ended in tatters, quite frankly. What do you make of it?
Well, of course, it's a shock to the organization. It came sort of out of nowhere. And I think that the company has great assets, great people. It's not about one person. And it won't be long before there'll be replacements in there and the company will do fine, because it's a really strong company with a wide spectrum in its portfolio.
I don't know if you've been asked this before, but is there an accusation that's valid that actually you, as the former CEO of BP, the mentor in many ways of Bernard Looney, who oversaw his career as well, is there a valid accusation that you should have known more about this situation, that you should have averted this potential problem before it even started?
Well, I tried to be a mentor, and there were 4 candidates there, all of them. I didn't know anything about it, and neither did the deputy CEO and others and the board. So should I have known? I don't know. I feel a bit maybe naive, but I had no clue at all.
And just finally on that, because before Dan comes in terms of BP next, and this is the point I tried to raise with the interim CEO yesterday on stage, I think the CEOs of these companies matter an awful lot. I think you're all enormous personalities as well. I know that Murray Alkinlos, who is the CEO at the moment, interim, says that it's business as usual for BP. But how do we know it's business as usual until we get that next CEO in?
Well, I think it will be business as usual. You get another CEO, or who knows, Murray might be appointed. There are other people internally that are terrific.
Yeah.
You have to watch the results. And I've asked the questions, how are the results going? Anything slowing down? You do, including deal flow, cash flow. And it's just motoring along, and it will.
Fair enough.
I think uncertainty at the top also creates uncertainty about the strategy, and I think that's what Steve was alluding to. But before this happened, do you believe from a personal perspective that BP was on the right track? We know Looney also made some quite controversial calls about the direction of the business, particularly when it came to decarbonisation, that he ultimately had to unwind. What's your view on that?
Well, it was a very aggressive strategy, and I think the world changed when Russia invaded Ukraine. And the need for security of supply changed everybody's views on this. Before, it was clean, affordable energy, which meant reducing carbon however you could. After the invasion, look at Europe's energy flows. No pipelines of gas, essentially, and shortages around the world. Essentially, a lot of things were taken off the table. So you can't run a big energy company and sort of ignore the facts of the world. So he backed off to a degree on that, and to me that made a lot of sense.